Okay. Who can tell me where we left off?
I remember making it to the shipwreck.
The wreck of the Star Goddess.
Yep. And then we met the captain there, and I forget his name, and I apologize because I don't have my book in front of me.
Griff.
Yep. Okay. And the plan, we were trying to figure out a plan of, all right, how are we going to safely fly this thing? And we were thinking of different ways to create some type of maybe a sail or a parachute or something to safely land this thing. And while doing that, try to figure out passengers, who's gonna shrink, who's carrying who's flying, whatnot. So if I remember right, that's where we kind of left off.
Yeah, you guys spent pretty much the entire day yesterday dragging the lifeboat up, attaching the helm, getting everything in good working order, and then decided how you're going to tackle this. Now, there are considerations. You can put more people, but that will affect your flight and your ability to affect things in motion. Right now, it's built for 6. Griff counts as 2. I know you guys wanted to work it out, so let me know what's up. Griff is also letting you know that due to the fires in the Kobold Mountains, you can expect the Terrafolk to be on the wing and being a nuisance to you in about a day.
Just to confirm too, it would this thing had pretty much a one-time flight thing, correct?
Well, I mean, unless you guys are clever enough to find a way to land it, I'm open.
Roger that.
So we did figure out the safety protocol, correct? I know, because that involved Zarian flying a giant fucking eagle, which is awesome. So I know that's good. Yeah, we had enough spell slots to just burn it in, and we were voted to come up from the north, correct?
Well, actually, if there is any water possible in the area, that would be cool to land in.
Let's look at the map.
There's the lake, but that's...
What if, that's really far away.
Yeah.
That's in whose half is that?
What about this clearing right here, right by the end of the Valley of Lost Honors? Like right in here, you see this big clearing?
Yep.
Maybe we could use that to our advantage and then come in from the west.
I like that. It gives us more open terrain to deal with.
Instead of landing on top of the trees into something we have no clue about.
Yeah. It sounds good. So...
What do you think, sir?
Right about there.
Let's see here. From where we had marked was 10. It's literally the exact same distance.
So I know we had talked about basically kind of using the spell slot levels as the acceleration and deceleration for it, and then bailing out. But do we want to try to salvage it somehow?
I have a slight idea.
All right.
So what we could do is there's a bunch of nets and stuff around, right? We got these 2 nets. We can use those to like strap down and use it as though we could have a belt or something to hold us down. So that way we don't just fly the fuck out, I'm just saying. Because I got a feeling using real life knowledge, going 40 miles an hour at that speed, in a boat, and it's just like you're going to fall backwards. That's just how I'm looking at it. I know we'd also talked about, not just starting off with like a 4th level and being, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 or whatever we decided.
Right.
That type of thing. I was also thinking about, I've been really, really on this parachute idea into this open area, semi-open area, because this is 10 miles, is that right?
10 miles.
Yeah, so I mean, there's plenty of room in there. At least, a third of it, at least, is going to be a flat land, is what it looks like, kind of,
Yeah, I think we
so
can.
if we're able to, have some sort of parachute. I really, really want to build a parachute for this thing.
Yeah, and looking around, there's enough material here. We should have plenty of material, and whatever's broken, we can mend it.
As long as we have the parts for it.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty.
Remember, guys, mending takes 2 fractured halves.
We're looking at tattered
joins it
like
together.
Pieces, right?
It is more like super gluing the handle of a coffee cup back on, less joining 2 things together. There are entire chunks that you can take apart, salvage from this thing, and like sew together, but somebody would need to have the equipment and have the knowledge to do
I
it.
think that's our best chance, though.
That's what I'm gonna do for my downtime and all that, is just try to stitch a parachute together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last session that's what we were going to do, so I assumed we were doing that already.
Fair enough.
And remember, we're rolling to see if the parachute's effective when you deploy it, so that way you're not banking on meta knowledge.
Nope. I know.
So
I know I don't.
I have the Wayfarer background. I think I could sew a sail.
I mean, I have the Wayfarer as well, but I just
That might be the best. But
I guess that does kind of work.
Does Adam have anything?
Adam actually has, with Shyla, the proficiency in water vessels, so she would know a lot more about what's going on and could probably assist you getting stuff done.
I will
Kick
dump.
ass.
I will I will dump a luck point into that preemptive roll now, just for future reference, I guess, because I feel like if we have to use it, that's going to be important.
I want to make it so that way we can at least unhook it if need be. Like, make it not a quick release, but make it so that way it can be released as well. So we're not just like trap plummeting, in it.
Right. And
So I feel like we need one more thing to, like, as a just in case.
what's that?
Like, I got the parachute thing. We got the feather fall as well. with
Right.
The 5 targets. And you've got fly, and he's going to turn into an eagle.
Right. And with fly, I can carry up to standby. I don't want to lie to you.
Your carrying capacity is going to be your strength score times 15, not the modifier.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to math. It would allow me to. I could carry Shyla, theoretically, at most.
I like this plan. What could go wrong?
Now remember, you're trying to find spots for Kuwasha, Fred, Jaeger, and Grip. Grip still counts as 2 because he's a large-sized creature. I know you guys were talking about like polymorphing or doing other stuff, so that way it doesn't matter. Let me know.
Oh, then we have 1 extra spot. Since Griffin, you're making him be 2 people. That's gonna, damn.
Oh, wait a minute. 1 second.
That just screws us completely. We have somebody has to leave or go back.
What we could do.
Because that's only polymorph self, right? Do you have polymorph other?
I'm looking it up.
Driz?
No?
Yeah, should have some decent spells saved up now.
Yeah, and you just hit level 7, so
I guess I forgot to take some spell.
Well, I could use.
might as
Hold
well
on.
check mine too, just to make sure.
Okay, dude. I apologize. What did our math come out to for travel time?
The travel time is going to depend on how big of a spell slot you burn.
If it's a 3rd level spell, we use 3.
Right.
So we'll go 1. It'll be level 1 to go, then level 2, 3. That would bring us to 6, and then go 2-1 or 2-1-1.
Yeah, or 2-1, I think, because we're trying to hit.
Well, because the last one, we want to be able to control the flight of it, and if she's controlling the flight into the square, like we could potentially land it. Does that
All right.
make sense?
So here's what I'm wondering. What's our total travel time? I'm just wondering if I can maintain concentration on this, because my theory is what I could do is I can use gaseous form on Griff. Willing creature shapeshifts into basically, a fart cloud. And I can only maintain it for an hour, but that would
And what
drop
level
down.
spell is that?
That is a 3rd level spell.
Oh.
It's a transmutation though, so I don't know if Driz
But you
has it.
can't do that. You can't do that when you're flying, though, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
Both of them are concentration. You can only do 1 at a time.
But I'm not flying at the same time. Like, my flight is just there for the flight's just there as like the emergency like bailout option, which, I mean, if we have to use, I'll figure it out. But I was just saying, I mean, that's the first thing.
I have an idea.
That would technically save us 2 slots.
I'm just curious. If I were to be falling, and when I'm 30 feet away from the ground, could I Misty Step and then just be like, hey?
I was actually gonna I mean, I was thinking that too, so I'm curious.
I'm just curious if that'd work.
I mean, I'm going to have you doing an intelligence check to make sure you got the timing right. If not, you're going to take the fall damage.
Disadvantage.
I feel like I'm willing to take this risk.
Man.
Gaseous form. Sorry. Let me.
Would that cloud go on the boat though, or would it just stay in the air and we leave it behind?
That's it. No, I mean, like
Yeah, that's
Unless you cork it in a bottle.
if we have like a full long like a long rest in between, I'd have to swap it out.
I took away aid and I'm putting on Misty Step, boys.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Sorry. Okay. A willing creature you touch shapeshifts along with everything it's wearing and carrying into a misty cloud for the duration. Spell ends on the target if it drops 0 hit points or if it takes a magic action to end the spell on itself. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is a fly speed of 10 feet and it can hover. The target can enter and occupy the space of another creature. Target has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, immunity to prone, advantage on saving throws. I mean, it hovers, so I mean, theoretically, it'd be hovering over the deck.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Seems like a stretch, but
I mean,
All right, let's talk this out. If it hovers, you guys would have to have it contained somehow by using like your spell slots to buffer.
I think that would make perfect sense. Unfortunately, I do not have the spell slot coverage to handle that. I might be able to match it. What do we blow into? What do we spend in to get there?
It'll be like 6 spell slot or spells. 6 hours probably, I'm guessing. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, no, man. It was a good idea, but the next topic.
Jaeger and Grip are willing to make their way back once you guys launch the boat. They are not sticking around for the Terra folk. They're going to make their way north. They're going to hit back up with the Camp Vengeance and basically chill there.
What's the map? Kind of a classic. I'm going to put this all on the general board. Boat holds 6, correct?
Yes, it will hold 6.
All right. Counts as 2.
who were the 3 or 4 people we had? It was Washa, Fred, Jaeger. Yep, we got Griff on there.
What do we think our gear weighs as far as like, I don't know, the equivalent of space and people? Like, are we giving up like a
You can
full
Where?
slot or
what
Well,
your
no.
person can carry. That's what it is, I'm pretty sure.
oh, we could divvy it up? Yeah. Well, I mean, like, no, I think he's talking about like all of the like survival gear.
Rangers and all that crap.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to leave that stuff behind. There's no way.
We're gonna take a rain catcher at least with us. At least one. And 1 barrel of water. Or well, the thing of water.
1, 2.
The jug that we have.
Yeah, that jug, yeah. But right now we have 8 people.
But if you're gonna be turning into, because you can turn into a mouse or a rat, you know, and
Yeah,
just
we have-
chill next to us, like right next to me. And then when shit happens, you know, like turn into the fucking eagle when we need to, and I'll be right there, and I'll just, you know.
Well, that's 7 then. We talked about
So we're essentially at
For you,
9
what
slots.
are you gonna be?
Don't have enough to maintain gaseous form.
It's by the hour, right? Yeah, just in 3 hours, which is gonna be 6 squares away. That's the last one you're gonna be able to get.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So that's not a possibility.
Yeah.
What does
I mean, flight's just going to allow me basically if something happens, it's my safety net.
and that's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
How many slots do you have?
2.
1, 2?
Yep.
Nice.
let's see, the ship travels at 40 miles per hour, right?
It travels at whatever spell slot you put into it. If you put a level 1, that for that first hour, it's gonna go 10 miles an hour. If you go put a level 2, it's gonna go 20 miles. 3, 30, 4, 40. It's just, and if you start out at 4, you literally start out from 0 to 40 in like that, and that's where everybody flies out. That's why I was saying, you know, putting the netting stuff like that. But it's
Right.
talking about going 10 miles an hour first. So
I mean, it really kind of seems like we might be at a point where we can't take everybody. Yeah.
For clarification, the helm has a max capacity of 6 people, or could it do more, but we have uncertainties?
it can do more, but it'll do other shit, and it'll be worse.
Right. So it could like have sporadic.
But she could use higher spells and potentially, make it easier.
So I'm just thinking, I'm looking at flight speed for Eagle, because I could easily have carry somebody.
Yeah, well, you and me could both go to but it would be so much slower, and we would probably be attacked or picked off.
What if you tethered like a wave runner
Still count
or
as a
like an inner
passenger, though,
tube?
'cause you're towing.
No, he said it's gonna still do the same thing. It's
Yeah.
still pulling because it's still
All right, just
it's only built.
also it would look cool, but yeah, got it.
So our dilemma, Adam, is the helm. It safely flies at 6 people capacity, but we have 9. So we're trying to figure out if we can shapeshift, polymorph, gaseous form to get it down to closer to 6 for travel.
How long does your polymorph last, or you're turning into like a rat or a bird or anything?
Wild shape. Yeah, that thing. I'm looking, and I will.
Is that 8 hours?
I'm trying to confirm that real quick. So I was looking. Actually, you stay in form for 3 hours, or until you use wild shape again. So every 3 hours, I'd have to pop it.
That's not too bad though. But what level is that?
It's just a feature. I don't know what level it is.
Oh, how many times can you use it then? Because you have a set amount that you can use it.
Yeah, 3, so I can go 9 hours with it.
We could do that. The last 3 hours the last 3 hours would be you as an eagle. So then that would be first 6 hours.
I think it's 8 squares total.
Yeah, we could go right here, because if we do level 1 and then level 3,
That's where we're thinking.
Yeah, 1 hour, 2 hours.
It'll be close, but I'm sure we'll make it work.
Yeah, but then you gotta slow down. So we gotta
I think we want to deploy parachutes 1 hex before, because we're gonna have drift and slow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to slow it down anyways. I think we're gonna have to slow it down.
I think we shoot for this one for deployment, and then hopefully we land in.
Yeah, but we should be only going 10 miles an hour at that last one.
Adam, did you understand what I told you? I thought I did.
Yeah, about judging the speed, the transportation, the slowing it down, trying to figure that out. I think I missed an entire session somewhere, though.
We didn't really do anything. We were just talking about this exact same thing.
All right, let's make this shit happen.
Yeah, the last one we had some commo issues, so you're good, dude. Everything's fine. I think we're at that point of trying to divvy up like how we're traveling, right?
So we are using this vessel with that jump ability, basically.
Yes.
Okay, that's too complicated for my D&D knowledge.
It's just gonna be you and Logan doing some spell slots, probably, because he has 3rd level spells. So if you look at the little lines, they're split up like that for different spell slots and speeds. The first one, you don't want to start out as like going balls to the wall. You're just gonna fly out. So we went with a level 1. We'll go 10 miles, and then put 3, 2, 1, 1, and that's when we'll deploy the chutes and try to land it in this like little opening right here, where this box is right here.
We head to Omo,
and then we're gonna go over to Omu, because we're gonna try to salvage the ship if we can. If we can't, you have Featherfall, so that can cover 5 people, and then Driz is gonna turn into an eagle and carry me, and potentially
I don't have
somebody else.
Featherfall.
Shyla has Featherfall.
No, that's a spell.
Oh, you're also level 7. You know that, right?
All right.
So you will have Featherfall.
You will have Featherfall. Yes.
Yeah, I'm level 7. It says level 7.
Do you have any unprepared?
Last time? Hold on.
We were looking at it.
Yeah, I don't have Featherfall.
But you can have Featherfall.
Well, I have all 10 slots filled right now.
You guys are going to be able to take a long rest before you jet out. So it's not unreasonable for you to retrain your prepared spells or do whatever your class allows.
I guess you don't have a choice. Keep talking. I'll fix this.
Towards the end of the evening, to kind of celebrate, Grip emerges from parts below the deck with what looks like a fine vintage bottle and opens it up, takes a swig, and wants to get to know you guys a little bit better. Passes it around, and wants to hear you guys' stories.
I will definitely take him up on that offer, and I'll tell him about my wife and child, and just go through the story, a quick history of it.
Yep. And I'll also explain where I'm from and my quest, find who I'm looking for, and just I think we all share a similar common goal here. I also would like to ask a little more about him as well.
He joined the Flaming Fist because they had an airship and he was good at it, being a Gith and all. And he joined the noble endeavor to try to put an end to the curse until the Terrafolk unfortunately slashed the air bladder for the airship and he crashed. That's where he's at. Ford, what was Driz master's name? Alana? He actually talks about a little bit of time before and seeing somebody that matches her description and demeanor. This was when they're all getting ready to do their expeditions. He said she was very kind and was dedicated to make sure that the death curse was eradicated.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that the realm is in such shambles, but we're doing everything we can. Did you explain how the heck this ship crashed anyway? Maybe you did. My brain's a little foggy.
The Terrafolk came out of the Kobold Mountains and waited for them because they were traveling. So they ambushed them from the jungle below, flew up, and then got on top of the balloon and started popping holes in it, causing them to lose altitude steadily until they came to pretty much this crash site.
Yeah, are they the Terrafolk? Are they just notorious for wanting to do this stuff? Or I've never met one. I don't want to meet one.
You don't want to. They're horrible. They came for days upon days and tried to throw people out of here and out of the trees. The only reason that he still stands, he tells you, is because he's a big dude and it was hard to get him over.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Now, didn't you say that they're heading this way in a couple of days?
Yeah, he's seen similar signs of activity where he knows that they can be expected in a couple of days.
Ugh. Yeah, we need to skedaddle before that happens for sure. I'm glad we're getting this time to talk. We need some just downtime just to rest up.
Eventually, Griff just starts talking and rambling about everything and anything. He's talking about being part of a Spelljammer crew and how awesome that was, how he enjoys shooting and he's really good at that. Kind of has a natural proclivity to it. And just starts talking about tactics and gunfighting and stuff like that.
So, Griff.
So this is something Dread. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say this is definitely something Dread will start to open up on, especially when it comes to tactics. And in fact, his game piece that he carries around with him, I believe, is the whatever game I have. I'm going to run that basically as a game of strategy between soldiers.
Griff accepts your invitation to play dragon chess. He says he's not that good, but what else is there to do? Give me a wisdom check to see how well you do.
Is it Griff? G-R-I-F?
G-R-I-F-F, 2 Fs.
Oh, not well.
Dredd was expecting some semblance of like routines, gambits, fence, things that seasoned players would. It seems like Griff knows how the pieces work and then brute forces them into positions that make you wonder how deep his knowledge of the game goes. But eventually, through sheer aggression, he is able to squeak out a win.
So I'm impressed as a soldier on that end, and my fighting style is very similar. So that's going to be my my time bonding with Griff. I'm also thinking back in my mind, he's pounding away at the math right now of how he's going to get everybody out of there, just because of the amount.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, hey, Griff, we've been talking a lot about our plans to get out of this predicament here. You got any hidden talents or anything that maybe we don't know about that could help us? I say it kind of jokingly, like, it's a long way down.
Griff lets you know that he is really good with marksmanship. He can hit the whiskers off of a gnat at like 200 feet.
Do you have any extra pistols that I might be able to get one or two?
Yeah, there's plenty around, and it's not like he can carry them all out of here. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's better than not having one.
Yeah, he could do a pistol and like loaded pistol in 4 rounds.
So to honor Griff for his gallant service, I pull out my lute and I start just strumming.
So,
Come on, buddy, sing
Um,
it.
no. Here's what I'm thinking: getting everybody back. Just and this is going to be, obviously as we're sitting around the fire, kind of away from prying ears and between the team. The Griff has offered to walk back. I'm not saying we abandon him. However, we have an additional 2 members of our group who, came out here to fight for the fist. And I think that might be a way we can kind of open up some space and also ensure that all 3 of them get back safely while maintaining our guide and our equipment, and we won't have to worry too much about breaking it down.
I actually think we need to let him take our guide. I think Washa and Jaeger probably should take Griff, and they can protect him and they can protect each other, and he knows how to go through. It's just how I'm looking at it. I don't say this with a light heart at all. I would never send one person out into that, especially knowing what we've seen already. What we've seen, oh my god, well, the T-Rex.
We do have the map. That's kind of our advantage. So if we sent Griff with, you're saying Quasha and Jaeger.
Yeah,
I would say my only counter to that being pragmatic and is that if we send Fred and Jaeger, we maintain a very capable guide, and we're not sure exactly what we're going to be walking into after Omu, but we'd still open up enough room that we could get there much safer than.
he doesn't know where to go. We
Well,
know
Fred
where
and
we're
Jaeger
going.
came from Camp Righteous with us, right? Yeah, oh man, that's a ways for them to travel on their own. They'll die.
Well, yeah, that's why. That's
Yeah,
why
I
you
see what
can't
you're
just send
saying.
him
I see
alone.
what you're saying. Yeah, I was gonna say the other two, but
We already have a map. We already know where we're going.
yeah, okay. I think that's a solid argument. I think that's going to be the kind of the ethical conclusion. I think part of it too is we should also, you know, give them the choice as well, just because I know they all might have opinions of their own.
But I believe they do. But at the same time, you have to look at it logically as well. There's going to be plenty of dead. They want to kill a bunch of dead. There's going to be plenty of dead along their way, along their path.
If we run into any issues with persuasion, I think we could rely on our resident bard to do some of the convincing.
Yeah,
So
you guys are-
regardless, it would at least give them the opportunity to speak on it. But you have my vote.
I think as long as it's their choice, I'm not going to tell anybody they see you later, because I know Quasha was in it. He wants to help and take on the dead, so I don't want to take it away from him. So
That was kind of one of my recommendations, but I think Ryan makes some good points about their survivability.
And Griff is a damn good shot. As I pat him on the shoulder, how the hell do I use this thing? Can you show me a little real quick?
Griff takes some time. He lets you handle the weapon. He shows you loading, unloading, how to aim, stuff like that. You feel competent with it.
Okay,
So,
figured that might help.
That with that down, we should be just fine for size. And now we've got our bailout options locked down. I think we're pretty much ready to move the next morning once we say our goodbyes and make sure these guys are equipped.
Give Kawasha a hug. Big hug. Thank you for everything.
And you too, my friend. I hope that you're able to find your family and save them. They start working at a plan on heading north, and they let you know that they're going to head familiar paths, not getting into any danger, and basically making it as quickly as possible to Camp Vengeance and link back up with the Flaming Fist. He lets you
Steer clear of her. Don't go near her. The heart. May Horus be with you.
He says to you, thank you, and he hopes that your sword strikes true.
Do they have any weapons?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give him some food. Obviously, some food and water as well.
I'll do the same to Jaeger. I'll give him a big hug. Say, may Horus be with you and bless your blade against these undead.
I'm going to shake Quasha's hand as the surface dwellers do, slightly awkwardly get it off, but going to remind him that my promise to slay as many undead as possible between here and our in state. stands whether he's with our party or not.
Well, also say my goodbyes to my fellow druid. Safe passage, friend.
I say my goodbyes and I just say, whoever you tell our encounters to, just make sure you include the heroics of yourself as well, not just the party, but everything that you did as well. You were part of this adventure. You were part of this journey. You were part of what's making things happen. Never forget that.
Looks forward to hearing your many tales when you reunite again.
Yeah, and raise some ale.
All right, gentlemen. I say we fly this ship.
Sergeant Griff, truly do hope to see you again. If we get out of here, how could I get a hold of you? Where do you think you're gonna go to get a new ship?
Blue Link back up with the Flaming Fist, or who knows, maybe semi-retire and go to the Spelljammer Academy down south.
I'll look out for you, my friend. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
And you too, Zarian.
And may your aim steady.
Kawasha turns to you, his eyes warm. I hope you find your master. I hope she's still well, and I hope everything goes according to plan. Is there anything that anybody wants to accomplish tonight? Any spotlight moments or anything like that? Or we can just pass time and we can take it into the morning. Let me know.
Yeah, I think just kind of the slow fade out. Then do we do a fade in or do we do like a spin in? Or
Which pistol did you want me to add? The automatic pistol or the pistol?
The musket pistol.
so when we hook is Shyla driving this thing? Do we vote on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The old lifeboat, now that you put the Spelljammer helm on it and attuned to it, is kind of taken over this new life. The bronze seems to go from a dull, shiny luster. The wood, which was cracked and scuffed, begins to repair itself, infused with the arcane energy that is now held within. It is ready to go. You've got 6 seats. You've got stuff strapped down. All of your preparations have paid off. You've got your parachute in reserve. We're rolling for that. When you decide to deploy it, what do you guys want to do?
Okay.
Cool. Let's rock.
All right. I guess you guys let me know when you're ready.
Send it.
You want to start with the big boy at 4 level?
No.
All right. So here comes a 1. Earth tremors. Sure. Sounds good.
The ship picks up slightly and begins to lurch and make its way out. For a second, there is a force bubble that comes around it, as this is what maintains these ships through large, vast openness of space. But here, you're using the helm to control its slow trajectory and motion.
Yeah.
Kawasha, Jaeger, and Griff all stand on the deck and wave and salute as you guys begin to make your way out.
How high up are we?
I was thinking you guys are about the 500-foot mark. Definitely out of any effective missile range, but not so far up that you also can't see what's going on.
I'm thinking we should do a 4-2-1. Like, that's what I'm kind of thinking now. But
Will a 4 be too much inertia?
yeah, that's also what I'm thinking.
Remember, you can counteract that inertia with a spell slot 1 level lower.
That's gonna have to be Logan because if he's got a 4th level, you'd have to burn a 3rd level or somebody that has a 3rd level spell slot.
So Shyla's attuned to it, so I think she's the only one that can, or is it just
No, you're the
anybody can-
buffer. You would be the buffer.
Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Cool.
You burn that spell slot so that way we don't get fucked up while we're flying. You know, like bugs in the teeth, type shit.
Gotcha.
Extra protein.
Well, will the ship be able to stay together with a 4?
Absolutely. That's what the buffer does. The buffer makes it to where everything is copacetic.
So I'll burn one,
Okay.
and we'll just knock out that 4 and just fucking hit the gas.
All right. I've only got 1 slot, so here we go.
You punch it and immediately go 40 miles an hour. Dread pushes in that 3rd level spell slot to counteract it, and everything just kind of settles. Zarian's cargo net system helps everybody maintain balance. Nobody takes any damage. Everything's good.
Let's go.
Nice.
That's why we keep you around. Just kidding.
So that bumps us 40.
Yeah, so that means we go to right here.
Now,
So, what do you want me to burn next?
Level
All right.
2.
Do you want me to pop a 1, Logan?
All right, there's 2.
We shouldn't need to. We just had to do it
Yeah.
for that one because it was insane,
Yeah,
right?
no. I'll do it then. If you don't want to, that's fine.
Oh,
thinking we
I
should.
just no, I was just
Yeah.
wondering if we needed to.
Yeah, dude. We still need that.
Okay. Gotcha. Do you have any ones?
Yeah, I got plenty. I'll just burn 1. Done.
I have a lot of pack slots.
All good.
Nice.
Hey guys, I don't want to jinx it, but this is working.
Oh, you. Oh. Oh. I do the pat against the back of the head, like, come on, Tris.
We ready for our next?
So that's 2 right there. Now we got our 1.
All right, down to 1.
Yep, and then we deploy and try to set her down in the field as best as we can.
All right. This is where that check comes in. Remember, you got that luck.
Yes.
My horse blessing. May this work.
I'm gonna.
That's an intelligence check.
Okay.
And I get a +2 because I'm within 10 feet of myself.
Ooh, that works for
Because
saves, not check.
Damn. All right. Advantage.
Are we all rolling?
Oh my god.
Was that an advantage?
Yeah, what's that advantage? I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Oh no.
The parachute starts to deploy. It catches, the canopy begins to spread, but there's a problem. Ropes start snapping, things go haywire, stitching gets undone. You are falling faster than what you expect. This is a problem. You bought yourself about a round. What do you guys do?
All right. Plan B.
Plan B.
Oh,
okay.
I'm just I'm casting fly. That was mine. That's it.
I am going to turn into my friendly eagle and pick up whomever. I think that was.
It's me.
I got Featherfall with me, Fred, and whoever's still.
Literally, you'll get everybody else.
I'll burn that slot.
Now's not the time to panic. That comes later.
Everybody ejects safely. The life raft begins to plummet down to the earth below and then crashes with a huge thunderous roar. Birds in the local area take flight. But now you've all made it to the ground and you're safe. What do you do?
I take a full minute to kind of rest and calm down from that, and in that minute, use my pack restore and assess the area.
Dritz and I should fly around in a big circle and find, like, just to secure our perimeter of where everybody's at.
We could take a look at the surroundings too.
Yep. You do it as your thing, right?
Passive perception is 16. It says.
As the eagle.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a 10. It's kind of bright up here. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bright.
I got nat 20.
From your height advantage, you are able to see, let's see, that would be 12, 15 miles out, heading toward the east where Omu's at. A large group, 60 to 100 traveling. It's difficult to get distinct numbers due to their size and location cutting through the canopy, but people have spotted you and are moving your way.
Okay. I will descend and report. Gentlemen, we're going to have company here in the next 24 hours or so. It's like a group of about, what'd you say? 20? Okay. All right. So, yeah, exposition. You guys know all of that as well.
It's like watching a 3D printer. Yeah, the blackout. Yeah.
I was wondering what happened. Is it because we tore it?
Yes, when you guys cut the map, you lost the magic to it. It is now crumbling and
You
decaying
like to put it back
through
together
time.
now.
Well, the spell is holding it.
All right. So,
Hold on a second. I have a question, good sir. We do have all 4 of the pieces of it. Can we mend it?
Mending, you'd have to put it all together like a puzzle, and the edges are flaking off, so that makes it nearly
Right.
impossible.
Eroded.
What you're
Same
looking
here.
at is like yield magical scotch tape, which there are things that you can do. I'm open if you're creative.
well, nobody's injured, so that's good.
Jay, Zarian is getting a call on that sending stone. Do you answer it?
Dritz, I don't want to do this, but I have to answer it.
Answer what?
He's calling.
Oh,
I'm
that's
pretty
Stone
sure.
again?
It's Stone, man. Fucking,
Put him on speaker.
what in Horus do you want?
I want my stuff back, shithead.
What shit? Don't know what you're talking.
You know, my shield, Parker's boots, the cloak, bunch of corpse robbers you are.
It probably wouldn't fit me. because you have little feet, because you're a little man.
So tell me, I got a sneaking suspicion that it was you flying that ship through the sky.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that you wish on everything, that you had never made this deal and lost your entire town and family and everyone you loved. They just disappeared. Right?
Who do you think you're talking to? It's Krieger. I crawled my way all out of Avernus to come get you. And why don't we put all this animosity aside, find a place to meet, talk about some good time.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that sounds pretty badass that you made it all the way from Avernus just to go back and get your ass whooped again by us. But I mean, if you really thought that was us, then that would be true, right? But it's not us, man. All right, but we will be in Omu. It will happen. We know that's where the shit happens. That's probably where your fucking ass crawled out of.
How does that sending stone work? Can anybody hear it, or is it just in his head?
Oh yeah, like the face moves and the mouth makes noises. Imagine like a little kid's telephone, like that's animatronic.
I'm just gonna
Kind of
say,
like Harry Potter. When the letter just opens up.
yeah. Krieger, why's he got it out for you, Zarian? What's going? I think we should destroy the ship.
Really?
What does he need that for? Can't be good.
He said I had his shield. Is
Ship.
that what he said?
His
His
ship.
ship or shield?
What's the
Oh, he said
the,
shield. My bad.
Do I have his shield?
You took it when you took a
killed it.
shield when we killed.
That's right, I did.
Oh,
I did.
what
It's
was
just
it?
a regular shield too.
Is it? Did you identify it?
Is there like a main component of this Spelljammer that looks like it would be, I don't know, like the essential piece to this thing working?
Adam.
Oh no, it doesn't work. It's broken. It has
But it's-
been totaled.
So it's nothing can be salvaged. Like we don't have to okay.
It is no longer usable at all.
Cool. All right. So I say we try to flank them.
Well, we know Krieger's going to be with them.
How many did
And
you
he-
see, Dread? 100-ish?
Do you still have Kitty?
Kitty's around somewhere. I don't know. She might be lagging behind, though.
I was going to say you could have always put her like right next to me as well. Like I could have easily.
She was pretty small.
So here's our options. The way I see it is we can either rush to meet them, we can try to bypass them, or we can build some defenses, meet them rested, and lure them into another trap. Because obviously they're dumb enough to fall for it the first time.
But you said there was hundreds of them, or 100.
The rough count from what you guys saw from above was 60 to 100.
So
So
we have
even
to
on the
lure-
low count, you guys are at like 6-to-1 ratio.
It's a lot.
They have 4 pistol rounds. Unless we've got some serious area of effect spells. I don't see that.
Nothing
working in
that
our
big.
favor.
Right. So they're between us and Omu. What do you guys vote we do? Engage somehow? Draw them off?
Well, if they're coming from Omu direct line, should we go south a little bit and try and skirt around them?
Or never mind. Unless one of us wants to act as decoy.
Sorry.
Hey, could you possibly see if this shield has any magical properties? Because that fucker said that I took his shield and he's acting like it's magical or some shit.
Here, bring it here. I've got identify. We still have a pearl, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I'll cast identify and I'll touch it.
as a ritual.
All right, ritual it is.
You take the time to ritualistically cast Identify and find out that it is a shield of repulsion. As a reaction, you can push the attacker back 15 feet. And you can do that as many times as your proficiency bonus is per day. Resets at dawn.
Is that what you were looking for?
Whoa, nice. Who would have
Badass.
thought? Hey,
What if
what else did he say? He said the sword. Was that right? He said the sword.
Boots and cloak.
Yeah, you made a comment about his small feet. Remember, Zarian?
Yeah.
well,
Who
I
took
have,
the boots?
Are they in the bag or are belongings?
Did they just come with us when I grabbed everything else? When I grabbed the shield?
All right, this is where we have to come to the sad realization that if it isn't on your character sheet, then you don't have it. By that, anything that you guys would have salvaged and didn't take with you would have been used by the people at Camp Vengeance to further the agenda of the Flaming Fist.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
they're in there anymore.
I don't
Shield's badass.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can definitely use this. Thank you, Shield.
What if we try to lure? What's our terrain look like?
I'm just going to be honest with you. This is not a fight that you can win. With the amount of people that they have, they will quickly overwhelm you. There is just, it's action economy.
Gotcha. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to move south and try to bypass these guys? And make.
That seems like the logical thing.
Um,
The only logical option then would be try
Let's
and
just get
what's movement again? Sorry.
Every hex is about 10 miles. And then movement speed, you're looking at slow going 6 miles, normal going 12, and then going fast 18.
Yeah. See, the thing is, so are they.
if they move here, we move here.
there's too many for us to take on.
Yeah, we could use Kitty to kind of stay away and basically bypass them. She can scout, right? We can kind of use that as a compass.
I will let you know that if you do use Kitty, whatever she can see
I
her.
think so.
I mean, because
Mm.
not that far away, especially with a mental telepathy range of only 120 feet to communicate with you.
No. Makes sense. Yeah. So south is kind of our only option, but I think we're still going to run into them.
One other thing, let's say we do make it to Omu. Well, they're going to come back,
Right.
and then they're behind us and in front of us.
What are you suggesting?
Honestly, we need to take them out.
No, I think you're right. I think though that
Taking out 100?
We're talking about 100.
This is not a fight that you guys can win if you try to sustain it. Just action economy alone, they're going to eat your lunch. Again, this is what you guys could approximately see from above with how well you rolled. This is not all the information.
But
I'm just letting you guys know.
What I'm thinking is if we can lure a chunk of the party away, then we can conquer and
Divide and conquer, is that what you're getting at?
divide and conquer. Yeah.
So what if we hit? Okay, if you guys are hell bent on attacking, we do the hit on
No,
the
no.
side, drawing some of them away,
If
and then
there's
separate-
something this way,
and separating them. A head-on battle is not going to win.
what if we raise? Wait a minute. It's not going to work. We're talking 120 feet.
Unless we can find our own zombie T-Rex.
We could fly north of them. Fly one person. Here's what I'm thinking. Driz, you could fly me north of them to kind of distract or pull them in, and I could give us cover.
Airship's still usable.
Nothing's dead. Wait a minute.
We've got a lot of timber.
We could just light that bitch on fire.
Cause a distraction. Light that fucker on
That's-
fire. Have a huge bonfire. They'll go to that. We skid around.
That's what I'm thinking. We could, start a fire.
I think that's probably the most likely to succeed option so far, because they're going to see the giant fireball and all the smoke, and that'll be a beacon, right?
Yeah.
And then we'd use that as a distraction to get around them. Ford can use Kitty or his own form to let us know if it's working. And if there's any stragglers on the end, slice them up.
I think that's our best option. Try to draw them away.
Group, chill thinking. But we sleeping,
Agreed,
Can't hurt.
Zarian.
I think.
So you have that earth moving cantrip, right? Like you could just pile a shit ton of vegetation on it. That would cause the smoke to rise higher,
Is there
especially
any
the green
gunpowder
stuff.
still?
There was none in there.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We could,
Yeah, I say we'd be.
if you're worried about 12 hours, we could camp for a bit and not set the fire at 6 hours and then head out.
I think we need to boogie. We need to set it and boogie because
Even if it goes out, they're still going to see it. That's going to be a huge blaze. They're still going to see it and more than likely head towards it.
I mean,
agree.
we can camp out and then move out in 8 hours, and that'd be 4 hours. If they're 12 hours out, we're gone for 4 hours, roughly. Oh,
They're probably slower.
Do you want to risk them increasing their travel speed and then catching you guys while you're resting here? If you want to do that, let me know.
Okay, we just did this boat thing. I say we rest for an hour, eat, drink, recoup, whatever, blaze it, and head out.
All right.
But I mean, I'm not party leader. This is a consensus.
No, I think that gives us time to reset, time to set that fire. a little bit of a rest, and come up with some plans, and then we move south.
What do you think, Zion?
Let's do it.
All right. Yep.
This?
Yeah. Kill an hour.
As you are making your hasty camp, you are setting up, and then you feel like you're being spied upon. Like something's watching you. You all turn your attention to the wood line, and you're trying to decipher if it's coming from prying eyes, and then it feels more spectral, more divine. You guys know that you're being scryed on. Somebody's trying to figure out exactly where you are.
Lovely.
Mhm.
All right.
Did
So
you
once
feel
we're-
that? Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Hair on my arms just stood up, bro.
I say we move. Say we torch this thing and move.
Yes, sir. I'm on board.
So yeah,
Um,
we'll torch and move.
Bunch of firebolts.
We've got 5 hours. How far can we move south?
Let's double time.
Yeah, double like moving.
Yes.
What's that quickly going to cost us though?
Exhaustion.
If you guys are choosing to travel at like double speed, you're basically sacrificing your ability to see what's in front of you and remain hidden, but you will be putting a lot of room in between you and whatever is traveling at a normal speed.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then. I'm just worried about exhaustion. So we will move. We'll move that hex and
No, not that way. I'm thinking straight down.
straight down.
Yeah.
I was thinking into the jungle, so we've got cover and concealment.
That makes sense, but we could always hit the edge of the jungle as well. I mean, there is jungle right here
Yeah.
in the end of that. So
I'm taking the map as like a general vibe. You don't necessarily have to be on the pixel that has the jungle in order to be benefiting from it. You let me know if you're in the jungle, not when you're close to it.
Yeah.
I will take your guys' word for it.
Damn it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I just
Alright.
say that the hex down and
Yeah,
stay.
we okay. Yeah, so boom. So we move fast.
Kitty still up?
All right, party leader, give me a 1d6 for random encounters.
Coming at you. 6. All right. I say we continue double timing it south the east.
And we do have Kitty up above, so I'm going to take a moment to see. I'm assuming it's just canopy, right?
Also, you guys are only able to travel about 10 miles in this amount of time because that's the land travel speed.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay.
So we're locked in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Do we want to long rest and then double time it through, or keep pushing through the night, or what?
I'm a little nervous about a long rest.
we should long rest, but we need to find a place to do it.
All right, so let's do a perception check, see if there's anything in our vicinity that would be a good place for a long rest camp.
Even if we have to go up, and I look up in the trees.
All right.
All right, give me a perception check. You're traveling hasty, looking for any natural occurring foliage that provides you with any semblance of cover and concealment. You do find a small grove of trees that should work.
All right.
Let's take that, and then can I use mold earth to try and shape it a little better?
I was gonna say, is there any way we could like set up a little shamble thing?
All right, somebody give me a survival check.
I rolled it.
All right.
I got good survival, so I just rolled it. Okay.
Word.
All right. Do we want any
While we're
watch, or
doing
we all-
this, do we feel anything like somebody watching again?
You center in on yourself. You don't feel any scrying effects. Do you have anything that you could cast to like detect anything?
I'm just assuming that we're being watched. I think it's
Yeah.
probably just the safe bet. I'm just gonna position myself in a like overwatch position as best I can with that cover, so I can provide these guys some security. I'll swap out my long rests just because I only need the 4 hours with whomever at some point.
All right, who's taking first watch?
I'll take it.
Roll me a 1d6. All right, next 2 hours.
We're taking 8 total, right? So I took the first 4.
Cool. Another d6. You're in your meditative state, and then you hear it in the underbrush, poking around in the outskirts. It sounds like a pack or one large creature due to the area of the noise.
Okay. I am going to stop, look, listen, and smell.
You catch it on the wind, the smell of old copper, wet fur. You hear the rustling of an area just outside of your full perception, the smell of blood, like old pennies hangs thick in the air.
Okay. How far is it from me? Do you have a map?
Oh, we're going to take care of that next time.
Da, da, da.
Not gonna lie, we're in quite a predicament.
It'll be good.
Damn, boys, we're in a tight spot.
Somehow we always.
I like your little banter with Krieger,
Right.
giving him shit.
For a second there, I was like, wait a second. This is supposed to be. Ah, damn it.
Hey,
Oh,
we made it.
it's
made it to
you.
Omu, kinda. Almost made it to Omu.
Almost.
Wasn't there a party headed this way too?
So everybody that was on this quest, all the groups that had been summoned, now know that where Omu's at. So they're all making their way to you. And it was all thanks to Volo and his amazing cartography skills.
Okay, well maybe it's a friendly encounter then. Doubt it.
Is there such a thing?
Well, the smell of copper, which is dried blood, which means that's not good.
Maybe it's what the hell is that guy's name? Oh my god, I forgot.
Krieger,
No, the dumb guy we met.
Power.
Power.
No, they went north.
All right.
I ain't worried about it. We'll be good. Get through
Good
this.
stuff, guys. It's good stuff. Dropping some artwork in there for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's looking good.
Well,
All right, gents.
if anything, we survived a ship ride that we didn't have any clue was going to work, but it did.
All right, gents. Till next time.
Yes,
All right, thanks, brother.
All right,
Later, guys.
appreciate the
Good
game.
game, man.
Good stuff, man. I'm loving it.
See you, dudes.
Good shit.
Later, guys.